TKO is back at it again. For those who don't know, John Cena's final match is going to be in Washington, D.C., and they've already listed the pricing for those tickets for his very final match of this retirement run. And all I can say is the prices are ridiculous. Are we surprised at what TKO is doing here? No. But at the same time, it's just one of those things where it's becoming so clear, and they've even made it damn near public that it's not about families and the true fans of wrestling being able to experience one of their favorites, one of the greatest of all time, their final match. It's not about allowing as many people to see that for a reasonable price. It's all about how much are they going to get off the top? How are they going to exploit people wanting to see John Cena so much that they're going to be willing to damn near start selling off assets just to watch him wrestle one last time? Let me show y'all how crazy these prices are, bro. Let me show y'all this. I'm gonna pull this up on the screen. This is by Andrew. I know he used to work with JD on JD's channel, so shout out to Andrew. But WWE and On Location have released the package prices for John Cena's final match, Saturday night's main event in Washington, D.C. on December 13th, 2025, and they are listed below. The WWE Champion package, which includes floor seating, photo op with Cena, Cena exclusive gift, ringside photo op, and premium reserve seating at Undertaker's live show on Friday. The TV side ringside package, row 1, row A, is $11,500 per ticket, with all of the perks listed above, plus some added to be determined. The second row, row B, ramp side WWE Champion package is $9,500 per ticket. And then the fifth row, row E, ramp side for the WWE Champions package, whatever, is $6,500 per ticket. Now, once again, are we surprised by TKO's antics for price gouging? No, we're not. Is this one of those things where it's like, at some point as wrestling fans, we gotta just take a stand and say, no, I'm not doing this? Yes, but will it happen? That's the thing. Because at the end of the day, how many people are going to want to see John Cena's very last match? A lot of people. And a lot of people are going to shell out as much money as possible to make this happen. Especially some of his biggest supporters are kids too. So imagine you're trying to get your family, you got some kids that love John Cena. You love John Cena. You want to be able to see this for the very last time. And you want to get as close as possible so these kids and yourself can have a memorable moment. Well, if you're not rolling in dough, there's a good chance it's not going to happen. Now, not to say every ticket is going to be egregious like some of these were, but even the higher up sections, you're probably going to pay damn near up to close to $700-800 per ticket. Now, some can say, well, you are getting a photo op with John Cena. You're getting you're getting a special gift from him. I get that. That's cool. That's awesome. You'll have that forever. I still don't think it's worth $11,000. And to even prove the point that much more that TKO is really about just the money aspect, and they don't give a damn about anything else other than how much money can they make off the fans. It wasn't even supposed to be in DC. It was supposed to be in Boston. But the reason why it got moved to DC is because DC outbidded them. Originally, it was supposed to be in Boston. It makes sense. He's from there. His hometown. Of course. No. They moved it to DC because DC outbidded them. Think about that. It ain't about, oh, well, it makes sense for him to end it off in his hometown. Nope. Mm-mm. Not DC. No, not Boston. Y'all not paying enough. But DC is. DC wants it. We gonna give them that. That's how it happened. So not only do the fans in Boston don't get that last moment with him, it's moving to a whole nother city because they got outbidded. And I think, honestly, that is the future of these events and PLEs. That 9 times out of 10, guess what? If there's a place that was originally planned for a PLE to happen or a special WWE event to happen, there's a good chance it will get outbidded by somewhere else, even though they already talked about it prior to. Well, I don't know. This place is trying to pay a lot more than you guys are. So we may have to hold off on y'all and go over here instead. And once again, can't fault them. This is a company that's trying to make as much money. It's just the practices and how they really, it comes off like they don't give a fuck about the fans, only their wallet. And that's about it. They've actively said they're going to raise prices. So there's nothing to be surprised at anymore as some of these prices start to get released. They've already said they are. So it comes off like, damn the fans. And then on top of that, you got to take in consideration, it's going to be a Saturday night's main event. Now, for us watching on television, this may not be a good thing, only because the Saturday night main events are riddled with fucking commercial breaks, bro. I mean, riddled with commercial breaks. So the viewing experience for us fans is probably not going to be that good. And that makes it even worse considering this is his last match. You would hope they give him a proper send-off. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of Goldberg's booking, they screwed him over. They gave him a horrible send-off. And I would hate to see them do the same thing to John Cena here. Especially for us viewing it. Now, the people that are there, obviously, they'll be able to, John Cena will probably be out there as long as he wants because you guys will actually be there. Y'all be able to experience that. They're not going to cut him off while he's in the venue. But for us watching on TV, we may be cooked, y'all. They may cut him off mid-speech because they don't have enough time. Oh, man, I just would like to thank, boop. On to the next show. And then there's one more point I want to make. For those people that are going to these shows and going to be paying these crazy prices, you will want to feel like you got your money's worth. And that's always the biggest thing about these crazy prices now. Is it worth all that money that you're spending for the show that you get? For everyone that spent however much they were spending at WrestlePalooza, did you leave home satisfied? And I know some people that went to that show and they said no. Not really. It was a middle of the road show for them. Live. So the question becomes, you paying almost $12,000 to be as close as possible to the ring. Is it really going to be worth it in the end? Is it going to be worth it? Are you going to have a solid show in the end? That's what it really comes down to. And honestly, TKO don't give a fuck about that. They only care about your wallet and how much you're willing to pay. And the only time it's going to change is simple. When fans say enough is enough, I'm not paying this much to go to this fucking show, and they stop going. Because when you stop going, that's when they be like, uh-oh, wait a minute, what's going on here? Let's lower these prices to get some more fans to come. They're going to do it. They were even doing it at WrestlePalooza. It wasn't sold out. They started lowering prices as the show went closer to, or as the show was coming up. Because, I mean, it's ridiculous. It's truly, truly ridiculous to be paying this much. So, hey, I want to ask y'all down below. Are these prices too much? Are these a little bit too high for John Cena's final match? Or do you feel like these prices align with the seating and this is the appropriate amount that people should be paying? Y'all let me know. Maybe I'm the one tripping here. Maybe this seems reasonable. Me personally, not so much. But I appreciate all love, support. Road to 200K. See you on the next one. Peace.